Wali owuliddeko essomero ery'omukyalo naye nga liri ku mutindo. Tukwanjulira Promoting Equality in African Schools, PEAS. Tulina amasomero 30 mu Uganda mu bifo ebitalina buweereza bumala. Ate nga tuwanirira buli mwana okufuna okusoma kwa senior okuli ku mutindo ate ku bbeeyi ensaamusaamu. Amasomero gaffe gonna gakuuma bulungi abaana, tulina n'ebikomera wamu ne curriculum enzigumivu. Tulina ne laboratory za computer, eza science wamu n'abasomesa abakugu. Era tulina one A-level eri abawala n'abalenzi. Ekyewuunyisa n'abaana badde abava ewaka bali emmere ku ssomero. Tukubireko leero okwewandiisa okuva ku siniya esooka paka ku siniya ey'omukaaga.
Yes, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Latif Salim Walo. Call me Uncle Tiff, the ICT guy. I'm a teacher of ICT, apparently working with these schools. I want to thank those of you who are always following me up across all my social media handles, whether that's on Facebook, Telegram, and of course YouTube. That thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and of course sharing my tutorials. Today I want us to look at we are going to look at creating websites using Microsoft Expression Web. Okay, we are going to look at how to create websites using Microsoft Expression Web. Of course, there are so many other web authoring software that one can use to have these sites created. Talk about WordPress, but for the sake of this session, we are basically going to consider having these sites created using Microsoft Expression Web. Okay. Now, our scenario is going to rotate around the recently released UNEB sample items, and that means that we are going to consider item number 2. Okay, if you can look at this sample paper that was recently released by UNEB, it has 2 items, but for now we are basically going to consider item number 2. So I believe we can see this. If you look at item number 2, they are telling us that in a certain school, the administration wishes to use ICTs to interact effectively with the public on all events happening at school, such as academic affairs, current projects, sports, among others. The public would be able to provide feedback. The administration is also intending to provide active forms for those students who would wish to join the school. Now, we have a task here. That task says that develop an online platform that illustrates to the administration on how to address the concerns of the school. Then a support folder called My School has been provided containing some of the files which may be used. Hope we are good to go, members. Now, most importantly, in this item, we are looking at a school setup, and this setup is looking at how can it effectively interact with the public. So we can institutions like schools can as well be able to interact with the public through what we call websites. And therefore that means that we are basically going to consider this item to create what we call a website. Now, what should we consider on our site? Our site is going to have something like 4 pages, because we can say the academic affairs stuff. That means that should be a page. Then the current project, we should also have another page about projects. We should be having a page about sports, and then maybe another page in line to an active kind of form where those learners who do wish to join the school should apply from. Okay? All right. Now, That means that we are going to move our cursor to the search menu down here. Then we shall say expression, expression. So this is the program that we want to use. Click on it, give it some minutes. It will load. It will load. So let us first delete this. It had some info in there. Now, this is our page. This is our site. You will go to site. Then we shall consider choosing a new site. Okay. So we shall decide, we shall use one page site. One page site. Then we can browse where do we want to save our projects or our site. So we shall browse. If you already have a folder with you, you can just select that folder where you want to have your site stored. But since we never had a folder, we can create one here. Then I can call this site as maybe Latif. My name is Latif. I'll say enter. Yes. Double click on the page again. You see. So already this is our first page created. I will now just say save. Okay. We shall create. It's better to first create pages first. So already our first page has been created. Let us have our page 2. Right click, then I'll go to page properties. Under title, I'll say projects. Projects. Okay. Save. This is projects. It's okay. I'll say save. Then another page. Right click, page properties. The next page is about sports. We shall save. Okay. Then you see these are now, how many pages are these? This is 1, 2, 3. So we are left with 1. This last one is online. See, go down. We can have something like a slogan. We can have something like a slogan here. Maybe we can say, I can say strive. So here, I'll insert some photos as well, some pictures. Can have this one. This is football. We shall now have our form. So we shall set table. I think we can even have this in the center. Yes. Then down here we shall say table. Insert table. We need that of 1 row, then 1 column. Should we put it in the center? If you want it still in the center, just come here and say center. Okay, you can say center. Then cell padding, you can say 4. Even here 4 or 5. You can have around 70%. Then border size, we can have 4. Can give it a color. We had chosen this one. Then we shall say okay. There we are. You see. Now in here we shall use a form tag. So we shall drop this. Then we shall say name. You can even say student's name. Students, yeah. Then we can say gender. So after gender, we can have something like physical address, you know, where does this learner stay? Physical. Then next, can have something like email, or telephone number. But remember, it is a student. Anyway, we can say email. It is okay. Email. Still input text. Okay, so that a learner will be able to fill in his or her email. Let me try to position it well and see. Yes. And there we are. What can we add there? Email. We are done with email. You can have something like hobbies. Then we can add something like can have something like, if you feel like attaching, you know, we have ever seen those forms where you can attach something like a resume or a CV. Yeah, so you can say attach. If you feel like this person should as well tell us more about him or herself, you can also say maybe more, tell us. Maybe I can format such that I can try to adjust on the size of the text box area. Maybe that. Sorry. Yes. Now, lastly, can also add something like what? Submit. Yes, we can say submit. So we can add in that tag of submit. Submit. If this person is done with the filling in everything, then this person is able to submit, you know. Yes, can submit what he or she would have filled into this form. So we are almost done. That means that I will go and save this as well. This is our academic page, projects, sports, online. So let us try to cross-check from our browsers and see whether we're on track. This is our folder, remember? So I will go, open this. This is the academic page. You see? This is how our site is looking like. You can see that. And this is the academic page. If you want to go to projects page, there we are. Projects, you can check this. So, that's projects. How about sports? Sports is there as well. Then online form, we have our form there as well. You see,